She had a whole life ahead of her, filled with dreams and endless opportunities. However, when Amy was kidnapped on her way to school, her promising future turned uncertain and desperate. Her parents, terrified by their daughter's absence, made their first call to the FBI, hoping that their experience and that of local police would help locate the kidnappers before Amy's life was taken from her. An FBI file was opened. Authorities spared no effort to recover the young girl. South of Fort Worth, Texas, lay Alvarado, a small town in rural Johnson County, home to wealthy families enjoying tranquility. It was here that Amy's family, thanks to her father's successful career in technology, went about their routine of a typical breakfast before she and her brother headed to school. During the trip, the peaceful road turned into a lethal trap when a vehicle emerged from its hiding place, blocking the Jeep carrying Amy, her brother, and her cousin. A man exited the vehicle, threatening them with a weapon and demanding that Amy get into his car. With deceit and threats, the kidnapper promised to contact the family with his demands, thus beginning the agonizing wait. Amy's parents, feeling a mix of desperation and hope, disobeyed the kidnapper's warning and contacted the FBI. Measures were put in place to ensure that every call from the kidnappers would be traced. Though the initial demands arrived quickly and did not offer a clear path to carry out the ransom, investigators faced a puzzle. The calls were made from a booth in a public location. This revealed ambient noise that proved to be an insufficient clue to locate those who had taken Amy. The case grew overwhelmingly urgent, fueled by the certainty that the captors might not be willing to leave witnesses. As the hours passed, the fear that Amy could be harmed grew inexorably. Despite the resources deployed and the father's unwavering will to meet the financial demands, the kidnappers' communication often revealed a lack of proper planning. This begot a small but vital hope that the situation could still resolve itself without further harm. Rescue teams worked tirelessly, developing a strategy that could lead them closer to securing Amy's release. Community members banded together, setting up search parties while spreading the word to keep hope alive. Vigil candles lit up the night outside the Magnil residence, serving as a beacon of solidarity. Offering strength to the grieving family, each passing hour brought a mix of anxiety and determination as they clung tightly to the sliver of hope that Amy remained unharmed. The entire town felt the weight of Amy's disappearance, praying for her safe return and offering any assistance they could to law enforcement. The emotional toll of the ordeal weighed heavily on everyone involved. When the pressure and time transformed alongside the night, doubts about whether the ransom would reach its goal persisted. Rescue forces, exhausted and wishing to bring peace to the anguished parents, monitored every movement. Finally, under the cover of stars and through a well-coordinated operation, Amy was rescued. The kidnappers attempted to flee, but were apprehended by a force of justice, unwilling to let its prey escape. After an unexpectedly violent conclusion, Amy returned to the arms of her family, who, despite the horror of the experience, never stopped fighting for the hope of seeing her again. The unity of their efforts, the community, and the flawless work of law enforcement transformed a potential tragedy into a triumph of hope and dedication. In the coming world, a story of lost love can still resonate with those seeking meaning in the shadows of the tragedies that affect us. Do you believe that love can endure beyond misfortunes and time? If this tale has moved you, consider subscribing and giving a like for more stories like this.